According to statistics from various countries within the Caribbean, there's usually an increase in reports of child abuse during this period. Here are 5 ways that you can keep your child safe during this vacation period. As much as possible, drop your child off to their events or arrange to have them dropped off by someone that you know and trust. Now you may say, boy, enough work this enough. It is. But it's your child. And at the end of the day, your responsibility, your primary responsibility is to provide and protect that child. If it is you're going to be having someone pick them up, make sure that there's a safe word that persons will be using to ensure that they can say, okay, this is actually from my parents. Know your child's friends and know their parents as well. You see, you know what Mark tell us, boy, I'm going down the road to check David, and David tell his parents, I'm going down the road to check Mark. And at the end of the day, guess what? Nobody knows where David and Mark is. No, you see that cell phone that is in the hand? It's not their cell phone. It is our cell phone. You want to make sure that you have software on there that tracks your child's conversation. They may be like, oh, you know, they need privacy. A 12-year-old does not need privacy on that cell phone. And let me tell you why. That cell phone is how predators will enter your home without you knowing. Oftentimes, we don't truly appreciate the dangers that lurk out there. Have you ever heard about the Discord app?
10. Some parents claim that it's easy for students to hide private messages in Discord. Anyone can create a group chat server, and some parents have reported that it can be easy for strangers to message students through the app. Now, here's what Gizmodo says. From what I've seen, users who wish to engage in harassment, raid servers, or bombard chats, and users with child pornography suffer no lasting repercussions for doing so. Next, the Family Zone website says, unlike Skype, where to chat with people you first need to know their account, Discord creates servers that anyone can join. These chat groups are completely unmonitored and often have pornography and other inappropriate content. Risks include sexual content, sexual predators, offensive language, cyberbullying, and private messaging.
Now, this is where students usually start deleting the app when they're in a workshop. Parents, you definitely need to know about Discord. Another thing you need to do is you need to be aware of the different software that is out there. There is AI software out there currently that allows persons and even older people catch with this too. You're talking to someone and you're listening to the voice and you don't actually know who you're talking to, because who you see and who you hear is actually not the person. And you have instances where that child who's 15, 14 will be listening and talking to someone, and they arrange to meet up only to realize it's a hardback man or woman with nefarious intentions in mind. So you want to make sure that you're aware of the different software available, that you make your child aware of the different software available, that you tell them the dangers that are there, because at the end of the day, you need to put a lot of energy into protecting your child, because there are predators out there who are putting a lot of energy into taking advantage or attacking your child. Recently, there was a guy who's a convicted sex offender. Yes, this is an uncomfortable conversation, but very few things of worth don't have some level of discomfort. Listen to his answer to this question.
Were there certain characteristics that you looked for in children before molesting them?
In children, yes, but more I also looked at their families. If I thought the father was a threat, I would not approach the child.
Right. Now, of course, he mentioned other things as well, or he elaborated, but you cannot be a danger if you're not present. Your presence in your child's life gives him protection, gives her protection, affords them a level of comfort that you don't necessarily feel unless you are absent. Now, granted, there are instances where you may be present and there are still things that can happen and will and may happen. But what you want to do is you want to reduce the probability of that occurring. You don't want to be a soft target. You want them to think twice before doing something. The most important thing is have a good relationship with your child. Make sure that your child is comfortable with you so that if something happens, they are okay with saying, Daddy, Mommy, this is what happened, this is what is happening, how can we do something about it? Because at the end of the day, your presence in your child's life is what is most important. If you're truly present, then you should be developing a healthy relationship, creating healthy emotional bonds with your child so that they may feel comfortable when there are emotional challenges, physical challenges, or any other challenges in their life, to come to you, to sit down and reason with you, reason with Daddy, reason with Mommy. Now, these things may seem challenging, may seem extreme, but we know we're always hearing about kidnapping children, we're always hearing about children going missing, we're always hearing about all of these things, and recently there's a movie that is out which speaks more of this. You have to appreciate that at the end of the day, what you don't want is to say, had I known. As parents, you're the last line of defense for your children in a very crazy world. It's not always easy, but trust me, it's worth it. As always, stay safe.